Well, in my belief, Kukulkan is the god of creation and destruction. This looks like the Hydra constellation, but the stars seem out of alignment. Found a dagger. There's an inscription. The key to Ishel's heart unlocks the cleansing. We can't let Trinity get hold of this.
Let's think this through. Shit! Laura, Trinity guards are coming your way.
Get to higher ground.
Oh no, you took it, didn't you?
Hurry.
They're on their way. Who? Dr. Dominguez and more men. Apparently we found what we're looking for. Great. Then the siege begins. Yeah, that's what the reinforcements are for.
Okay, let's make sure everything's copacetic.
How's it going with that pump? Answer me! You finished with that pump yet? This isn't time for games, shithead.
Operation Blackout has been initiated. None of the local workers leave the site alive. Ah, fuck. We've planned for this. Make sure the perimeter's secure.
What do you think is in there? I don't know, but I hear the readings off the charts.
Inspectors are coming. Be ready.
Don't worry, I'll fix it. This is taking way too long. I guess has to wait for us when he gets here. It's not gonna be pretty. What's happening at the gate? Ready? Yeah. Got some. Taking a look. We're taking casualties!
Mm. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing how well these broadcasts work now. I'm seeing if these broadcasts are better than what we had before. There's no pixelation. Oh yes.
Base camp, this is Gamma Leader. Where's our backup?
These broadcasts are better now.
The site is secure, but we still need some cover. I'm sure somebody heard something. Second part of the plan. Tell the locals we shot a rapid jump.
Pure HD now.
Outpost, are you there?
Hello. You alright, Cobra?
Alright, let's dispose of the bodies.
Yeah, not too bad. How's things been? Fingers crossed for you, buddy. So what you been up to? Been up to any other games? Playing anything lately, or? Yeah, me and Joe have been playing that new Assassin's Creed. I finished that. Yeah, well then I've gone playing Shadows of Tomb Raider. I bought that game today. I see it quite cheap on the store, so yeah. Yep. No, I you know what? Out of like, this is what I've compared it to with the way of the machines and stuff. I compared it to the bit like the way you run and style, and that, which was the whatchamacallit, like Call of Duty. It's actually a lot better. I like the story base with how all the mechanics work, the machines that you can get into, different types of Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, like, mhm. That's what I was about to say. Is like ones that I didn't find. I was looking around for ages. I was like, you know what, I need to go on YouTube and that. But the one thing I would say is that hard difficulty is not even that hard. It's just it's just down. Mhm. 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 Like, you know, PvP for me one there was I was trying to get the trophies on that done on there, and oh my, it was kind of easy, but it was kind of hard at the same time. It was just like the one that got me was trying to win a match. Like Joe would tell you, we had to do like 4 or 5 matches until we won. But it's eventually, yeah. Mhm. It's. Mhm. Yeah. See, because most of these trophies that I did most of half of my trophy list on the hard, like straight away. I just played it straight on hard. I was just like, you know what, let me go on it, and it was some of the missions I would say were easy because some of it you could just skip through. Like it's, mhm, mhm. It's just that the only problem that I had was the bosses. That is the only thing I could say that I found a bit difficult because the amount of damage that they put on you on hard, like it's just unbelievable. Like, you know, they just literally wreck that. No, hard was see on hard because I played it was my first playthrough. I had no weapons, none of the upgrades, nothing. So I just, but I did it though. Mhm. I see. I work different, man. I go for the hardest trophies first. Yeah, but the thing is though, it gave me a challenge. It was a challenge though. It was. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mhm. Because what I learned about as you saying about Call of Duty, what I learned about it, it wasn't keep staying in one spot. You had to. This is what everybody said about the game is that you push forward, the enemy retreats. It's all about why is it every time you push forward, the enemy retreats. That's when people started to realize that on hard it's actually not that difficult. It's just the fact of trying to push. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mhm. Do you know, I have to say on veteran on the new Call of Duty World War Two, or is it World War Two, Joe? Yeah, there was one mission, right? You had to stay in this sniper nest thing, right? And you have to let the enemies flank up on top of this little section that you're trying to defend. I found a little glitch in the game somehow, right? This by accident, I found this little spot. There was like I kept doing it, and I was like throwing grenades, smoke grenades everywhere. I kept dying, but then I noticed these rocks on the back, right, on this white section, which I could stand by. It wasn't actually like a glitch sort per se, but it's until I crouched behind it, the enemies wouldn't even know that you're there. Like you could just literally no smoke, nothing. The game recognized that apparently I was killing these guys, and I stand there for like 2-3 minutes, and it went to the next checkpoint without me even killing anybody, even getting out of line of fire so I don't get hit. I was just standing behind there, and I was like, why was it difficult the first time? Like, I had all the enemies coming up two flanks, like left and right, and you had to defend these spots with your group that you had, and I kept dying the first time, and then the third time kept dying. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hide behind these rocks. Like it's got a bit of cover. I can hide here. I can do a few shots here and there, and I just literally hid behind there the whole time. And nothing, nobody was coming to me. No enemies were. There was no grenades thrown at me. They couldn't see me for some reason. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. without doing nothing. It's just
Even though it's like still the strong company.
but yeah, I mean, my brother he bought Assassin's Creed on my launch, like 3 days early access. We had it. I just been playing that. I was playing that for a while, and I trophy platinum that one. And like, you know, people have been saying it's one of the hardest games to platinum, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I had no guides apart from there was a few missions that were glitched, and the only thing that I had to look in for, because a certain part of the map for the underwater locations was a bit buggy, like Origins. Like there was certain. Yeah, even Cara had a go, and she never even played the game before, and she was just, you know, destroying things. I was giving her all these hard tasks to do, and she would do them with ease, and I was amazed. Like somebody that hasn't even touched the game can do it, and you know, and without any help. And you know, obviously I helped her with the buttons, telling her what weapon, how to, you know, use the weapons and bits and pieces and the powers and that. But she was doing all these different things, and you know, and it amazed me, like, you know, somebody that hasn't played the game before, and she knew what exactly what. Mhm. 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 You know, that one there, like out of all the Assassin's Creeds that I've played, and you know, it's like got the mix of combination of Black Flag in there with the naval ship that you can go around with, and you know that they limit it down. Mhm.
Yeah, because that's one fucking trophy. Play every game or win every game and use FKJ.
Mhm.
Like they require points a lot for this. So you
Mhm.
have to reach like every 10 minutes.
Mhm. That's like me with Titanfall 2, mate. I'm so annoyed with it. It's that.
That fucking trial
Yep.
killing you from the top.
Yep.
I have fucking tried, my friend.
Mate.
That's one I'm not getting.
Yep.
And it's annoying because it's not that rare of a trophy. It's like 1.7 or 3
Yeah.
or something like that. And I have trophies that are point 0.1, point 0.2. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I have rarer trophies than this.
Do you know what? I looked at a trophy up. Yeah. Do you know? Apparently, out of every game, it's the world's hardest trophy to obtain. It's like out of all the trophy lists, it's one of the most hardest trophies to get out of any game. Apart from that Neverwinter one.
The platinum trophy, like the rarity on it,
Mhm.
isn't that like the number isn't like it's like point 0.7 or something you said.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem unbeatable. And because I'm like, I got platinum 7. I've got
Yeah.
Oxenfree like point 3 or point 4. I've got Payday 2. The highest is Payday 2. And Payday 2 was a fucking pain in the ass because of the guessing game trophy. Now
Mhm.
imagine if you have 2 fucking guards out of 5 who cross the security boxes to help the back of the computer to know which fucking wires to cut.
Mhm.
Fuck you.
And now my rarest trophy that I've got is that Assassin's Creed. Is 0.1%. I've got the platinum, and I'm part of that 0.1% of the population. Like, in that is the most rarest.
0.1.
Yep.
I have 0.02%.
Mhm.
And you know, actually, speaking of my trophies, I cannot like the bitch that wrote that guide, the guy or girl, whoever it was, fucking pants that you asshole shirt. $2 $3, I don't fucking care. The individual who wrote that got me no love.
Mm.
Because they explained like they did, and I'm shocked. I've never done any trophies like that.
that are missing. Mm-hmm. See, because I always go for the. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Status? Moving to next grid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I said, they dropped off. Move them deeper inside later tonight.
Yeah.
Gunfire, you copy?
Mm-hmm.
She's killing our people! Fuck! Copy that! Target sighted!
Always hated helicopters.
Yeah.
Come in. We saw the flame spike. You okay?
More
Mm-hmm.
coming. I hope that's all of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nice. Mm-hmm.
There she is! Stop!
Yeah.
Don't hurt her.
this isn't the way I hoped. You know, I've been interested in you.
Trinity always is.
Nope.
The key of Shashi. Sacrificed my life for this. Where's the silver box of Isha? Give it to me.
It's in a safe place.
Meh.
You don't have it. It never occurred to me that you would just take it. With this key and the silver box, we can remake the world. Without weakness, cruelty. Certainly with none of this. But without the box. The apocalypse. The death of the sun.
Even.
You're lying.
Lara. You felt it when you took the key.
Tremors are common.
Tsunami is coming. And this is the first of many catastrophes you're doing.
You would have done the same.
Have you ever had ones with her?
By taking the key, you set the apocalypse in motion. Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? Cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
What's that?
You could do videos of like, this is not how you're going to get this
Babe.
do this if you don't want to get trophies. Be anti-trophy.
Mate,
If you don't want trophies, play the game this way.
I have watched so many guides. I have watched so many guides like on trophies and that.
And
Yeah.
then you get a trophy, and then you'd be like, oh, a trophy. So don't do this.
Don't do that way.
Trophy. Don't do this if you don't want trophies.
I've what's the matter, babe?
You just go to the bathroom.
I did the. Have you ever?
Anti-trophy gameplay.
Have you ever watched? Have you ever?
When you get trophies, you gotta be like, oh no! Another trophy! That'd be good. Because honestly, on YouTube, who the fuck does that?
Nobody.
No one plays like that. So,
Nope.
so you'd be unique because it's like, yeah, we're getting trophies, but it's like, here's how you get trophies. But it's like, yeah.
I got one. I didn't want that.
You know how hard it is not to get platinums, people? You don't understand my pain.
No.
I'm 100 platinums. I'm cursed. Everyone wants to be my friend. Stop sending me invites.
What? I'm trying to look for filters, babe.
Be almost like Angry Joe trophy version. No.
Filter bug, yeah. No, you do what?
Get another fucking trophy. Stab my eyes out.
Do you know the worst ones is the grenade ones where you have to get 4 multiple kills and they show you like 4 missions. 4 missions in.
4 isn't too bad. 5 kills, 1 grenade. What the fuck is 5 enemies ever doing?
But the ones that I find out is always the beginning missions where you have a lot more enemies spawned in is where you can get it. Hey?
Put the light on, please, man.
Yep. You know, I'm
Jeff.
Yeah, at the end of every video, you give special thanks to Cobra.
we should
Endorsed by Cobra Viper.
But I mean, no, it's just I've watched so many guides, man, on so many trophies.
With Cobra Viper.
That some of the trophy guides doesn't like, even though they make good sense. It's like some of them I've done like in different levels and that, and it's like, why are you showing me this level?
He never says, oh, I've watched this video and it's really slow. Here's a way to shorten it down and do it in so many minutes.
I swear some techniques, some of them are much.
I'm on message. Oh, I'm on message.
Mhm.
Right, or something. Like, I don't have a YouTube account, so I don't really know how.
So YouTube videos is how to make money on there. YouTube have got an inside this like money bank thing. Basically, what happens is you sign up to this. It's all free. Like they basically get your card details so that they can pay you the money. Now the way to earn money is by you need 4,000 views. Like you need 4,000 views to at least start getting money. Thank you. Yeah, start getting money. Now they basically, before they even set that up, they have to basically review the whole of your YouTube, make sure that you haven't done any copywriting. So you have to name your titles. Now basically what people have done, YouTube have now changed it where you can't just automatically broadcast anymore. You have to do numerous of things to be able to broadcast. You now have to have, obviously before you needed an online profile, but now your profile has to be proper legit. There can't be any copyright issues. There can't be any like music tracks or anything that you have to do within a game. So if you're posting up a game, you have to put the game title plus by who is playing the game. You can't just go by, oh, it's just Assassin's Creed, for instance, because you're copyrighting their title. You can add their title in there, but you have to play gameplay by, yeah. Mhm. Mhm. But yeah, to make money, to make money in there, they've got like a thing that's linked in there, and basically you need 4,000 views to start be able to attain donations. So now, Mhm. Yep. Yep. Mhm. 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 See now since because this is something that I wanted to tell you about while we was talking about all the trophies and that. Cara basically upgraded her internet. We had a new box that came in, and like last night, like today, this morning, we're now getting 140 megs, and me. Mhm. Me and Me and Cara, and now we're sharing the capacity. We both have 70 megs each on both consoles, and my streams now, because I've been streaming. Before they're all pixelated, now they're clear HD. There's no pixelation, nothing. Because before we couldn't even game share, like where you go share play. Mhm. Like even me and Joe last night, Joe has the stronger internet, yeah, he's the host, right? I tried to join it every time because of her internet, where it at the time was so low that it was saying that the game wasn't even out in the region, even though I'm playing a game as well. Yeah. and now my
I'm sorry, I'm in England, not fucking Canada.
Mhm. And then now my our downloads, like this Tomb Raider game, I downloaded it while I was downloading Fishing Planet because Cara wanted me to join on there, right? Play a little go at Fishing Planet. That downloaded within like 20 minutes. That was a 9 gig download, 20 minutes, and it was done. Then I downloaded Tomb Raider. It's 30 gigs. 2 hours, and it was done. Like more longer than what I used to have. It used to be like 10-15 hours for a 30 gigabyte update. And then this morning Assassin's Creed came on, and as soon as the update was there, it was done immediately. I was like, what? This has never happened before. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then Cara's like, you do know that the internet has changed. She showed me all the stats. Fucking 70 megs like on both consoles. I was like, wow. Like a download speed and upload speed is like, what was it? We was both on like 15 each, so we had like 30 megs. Like, because even that, it was supposed to have been good, but everything was lagging. You couldn't even go in game share. The downloads would take fucking 15 hours, 24 hours sometimes. And if I'm downloading, Cara wouldn't be able to watch a TV show. But now I can broadcast, play online, and download things without her when she's on her PlayStation. Like, I've been downloading today, and she's been watching Now TV like without no buffering, nothing. There's never been buffering at all. The everything loads up nicely. Like the friends list that comes up straight away now. The trophy sync is immediately synced because of how quickly everything's loaded in. The store. Mhm. 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 Because.
Dad, call this house.
Mhm.
Look, what?
Mhm.
BewareOfJack.
Yeah. Mhm.
Got to find high ground.
Oh. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. No way. Oh no. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Don't move! Try to hold on! Hold on! Don't let go! No!
Mhm. Mhm.
Jonah! Jonah!
Laura! I was so worried.
I failed. Worse.
What do you mean?
Dominguez. He has the dagger. I lost it. After everything that my father went through, I gave Trinity exactly what they wanted. He'll use the box and the knife to remake the world.
To remake it into what?
I don't know. He thinks he can rid it of sin and weakness. A man like that, we have to stop him. It's all my fault.
We'll figure it out, okay? I promise.
No. We have to get to the hidden city before Trinity. We have to find the silver box.
Okay, but first, we're gonna help these people get to safety, and then we'll go after the box.
No one is safe! Not if he gets the box first! I have to go! I'm the only one!
You're the only one that can what? You don't know that you caused all this, Lara! Not everything is about you! These people need us here. We can do good now! Besides, what do we gotta go on? A riddle? We're gonna need more than pink fish and silver crowns to get to the hidden city. I'm gonna help these people. And then I'll find us a place.
I think we're looking for a volcanic mountain. The crown of silver is probably a band of clouds. The crown of silver is probably a band of
Yeah.
I just can't get those people back there out of my head. Lost everything. Just can't get those people back there out of my head.
The riddle says, chase the heart of the serpent to the Silver Crown Mountain where the twins confer. I wonder what the twins are.
This storm looks like bad news.
It's just a little rain. We'll concentrate on the Cloudy Mountain.
If we find it, how do we know we have the right one?
Gut feeling? It's our only clue. The mural says there'll be more disasters. The best way we can help them is to put a stop to it and Trinity.
Okay. But how do we really know?
Jonah, what I felt when I took the dagger.
You mean the tremors of the tsunami?
More than that. It felt like I woke something up. I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe, but you need to trust me.
We have to trust each other.
Yeah.
Hey, I might have something over here.
Really? That's it.
I don't like this storm. Should we come back in the morning?
We're so close.
I guess a little turbulence wouldn't stop Trinity either.
You right,
Hey,
John?
what's going on?
Miguel, is there anywhere to land?
Yeah, I can put you down near BewareOfJack.
Let's go.
Right? That's what I've been thinking, but it's hard to get subscribers and shit and get your stuff going. Yeah, those games seem to do better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Josh, our internet's been upgraded now. So.
Oh, nice. They fixed it.
Yeah, my broadcast and that is HD now. I've been watching it on my phone. They're actually clear as day. Like there's no pixelation at all.
Oh, nice.
And our downloads is quite quick now, man. I was downloaded this game within 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, me and Cara.
I just rented it. For one day. To try it out. Let's see how it is. Yeah, I'm tired. I was working on that graphic forever. I was taking a break from it.
Yeah, they gave us 140 megs of downloads, man. Me and Cara sharing that. We got 70 each off our PlayStation.
That's good.
And we've got what 9 or 10 megs of upload speed.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, there's only one person that gives you a lot of upload here. That would be Verizon. They had the fiber up because they make sure you have the download and upload is the same. It costs a lot more. They're more expensive to do. But people I have is like Time Warner and or whatever, Spectrum or whatever it's called. They just do. I have like 150 download or whatever. But then yeah, my upload is like anywhere from like 9 to 13, somewhere around there. Most of the time, or under.
Could be useful.
Right. It's just the prices keep going up. Like they reel you in with a really good deal at first, and then you think if you're a long-time customer you'd get better deals, but no, it just keeps going up and up and up.
Keep this for later.
Slapping you with new fees. Oh, the first year was this price. Now you're gonna have to pay $140 a month. Like what? And all you get is I get basic TV, right, which is like barely any good channels. It's like oh shit, and then I have the internet, right, and then that's it. I mean, and they give you a phone bundle with it, but I don't use a house phone. Nobody does anymore, I don't think. But
where are they? I have to find them.
This is a brand new game, right? All on its own. It's not remastered or nothing, is it?
What? Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider?
No.
Yeah.
That's a brand new game, mate. It's just
like the last one started out like this, crashing in an airplane or a plane, didn't it?
But the thing is that they're following off of the film, like it's part of the. But I hated the film.
Oh.
I hated the film, but apparently the game is a lot more better than the film.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see the film yet, the new one.
I have to get to them.
I liked it when Angelina Jolie was playing Tomb Raider, the Croft or whatever.
And oh yeah, me and Cara. Yeah, because what I've noticed is that, you know, from the old PS1 days, the way that she swims and the suit and that, they re-brought back her suit that she used to wear from the beginning of the game, but a bit more upgraded. You know, it's the original blue and like the creamy pants that she wears. They did that in the first mission where you're swimming and stuff, and it reminded me of the PS1 games. Like back then, like, you know, they've done a bit of mix of that. See, because what they've done is they did Tomb Raider, the one that I played, and then they brought the anniversary one out, And then this is the one that's after the anniversary, which is Shadow of Tomb Raider. This one is. They did the 40th anniversary, I think it is, or the 30th anniversary of Tomb Raider. You can buy it in the store, but that's separate between the other one that I played. But the other one is similar to this, but with this one it seems a bit more improvement from the one that I played.
Yeah, it looks better.
The graphics are
Graphics look good so far.
yeah, graphics are good down to the resources you collect. You know, you can find the collect resources by, you know, clicking this hunter mode with the R3, a bit like what's that game that used to do it? There's another game that used to do that certain mode. It was a bit like Ghost Recon in a sense, with the visions and stuff, where you can highlight over the objects and they start glowing and that. But yeah, what I was going to say, me and Cara went and see the new Predator. What was it, a few weeks ago? That was a good film. And then what was it, on Wednesday this week we went and watched Venom. Venom was good. We went and see that in 3D. I enjoyed that.
It's crazy, like make you climb up sideways and shit.
Oh,
Weird.
by the way, be warned. It's the old-fashioned Tomb Raider jump style, 40 to death.
Yeah. Jump, yeah.
Mate,
I see that. Hope it's not the button smashing stuff either. I already saw that at the beginning. You press the button 100 miles an hour and get to do stuff.
How many bloody portions of chips you want, woman?
You don't have to.
You put it on normal or easy or
I
what?
just left it on the game mode it's set, mate. I'm enjoying the game mode difficulty, really. Like,
that's why I put it on normal, whatever it came on.
There's monkeys in the tree, mate. I feel like a monkey right now, running around in the trees.
Climbing up shit.
I always go in hunter mode to collect all the resources though. Just the fact that you can craft your weapons and upgrade them and upgrade even more bag space and stuff by the looks of the things. But the only way to add skills on, you need to go to a base camp, but like the other one did, which was the definitive edition, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, I think it was.
Yeah, I upgraded the base. Yeah, I like all that where you could do gadgets and powers and stuff. You got an idea how long the game is? Like how long it takes to complete?
Fuck knows, mate. I'm not even worried about that. I'm just, if it completes, it completes. I think it's gonna be quite a long.
I'm just wondering because I only have it for a day, so I wonder how far I can make it before I might have to buy it or something or rent it again. See, I'm gonna try to play as much as I can all day and night and see if I can get most of it done. If not, then I'll have to rent it another time or something.
How did you rent it?
Better than paying full price. Oh, I got a Redbox thing here, like at stores at Walmart or you know, the grocery store. There'll be like a red this thing called Redbox. You probably don't have it over there, but it holds movies and games in there, and you can rent them for $3 a day or whatever. So.
Right.
Or you can rent it for 3 days for $7. It's just not bad. But I have a game store that's like a family-owned one or its own type. It's not a branch of anything, and they'll let you rent games, brand new games from them for $7 or $8, and you get to keep it for 5 days, I think.
Oh, nice.
So I might go there and do that if I can't complete this. Of course, with one day I probably won't be able to, but if I really like it, I will go there and get it for like $8 more. So it'd be nice if I could beat the game. Yeah, it'll be 6 days. If I could do it all in 6 days, I wouldn't have to pay for the real price. Would be nice. I used to do that with single player games all the time. I would beat them in a week, and then I would be done, and then I wouldn't have to, you know, purchase it. Be nice. Yeah, how much? Right. Yeah, single players, and yeah, but nowadays it's getting harder because games are getting a lot bigger and harder. Not harder, but a lot more covering to do, and a lot more stuff to do, a lot more open world and stuff. Right. Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, bro. There's like must be about 40 skill points here, mate. Like literally, so it's gonna take a while for us to complete
Get
it.
all that.
Mhm. See, I bought the deluxe edition. I don't know why I can't view my.
We already get a free trophy right off the bat.
Yeah, I know.
Just for
It's
starting.
funny.
Like what?
It's funny. Like there's one just walking down the stairs. Is it the path of the
Yeah,
stairs?
just
It's
walk down the
called?
stars, like, yeah, stars, something from stars, like, oh, thanks, free trophy. Didn't do nothing.
that.
Yeah. Mm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm. It's kind of annoying though, really, isn't it? Like, you know, certain games do that. There's a few games that you have to do things for you to exactly, you know, acquire for the trophies, like the first section.
Part of the plane landed here.
Mhm.
My gear is in that cargo. I'll need to cut it. Might be a sharp piece of scrap in that section of the rack. I'll need a tool to open that. Maybe a piece of scrap from the rack.
Mhm.
Damn it.
There's most games have that in it. Complete a tutorial, you get a trophy. So it basically draws you into the game like straight away. You get a trophy just for completing the tutorial. Mhm. It's like thanks game, you gave me 5 trophies, but now you want to break my balls just to get another trophy. That's like Assassin's Creed though, man. It's like they say it's like 80 hours to obtain the trophies, and some of it I'm thinking to myself, well, it depends on what you're doing and what you're doing at the time. As I worked it out roughly, the guide says like 150 hours for obtaining a platinum, and I'm like, no, it ain't. Where you getting these extra 50 fucking hours from? I completed the game within 100 hours and wrapped up near enough everything, and it's like, oh, it takes 2 hours for this certain quest line. I'm like, no, it don't. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you taking your time with that, like, you know, like 2 hours? Like, what, have you not found certain locations that makes it easier for you to fast travel? Mhm. Well, there's one trophy, right? It says, which is the one that me and Joe done, which is a Xenia quest, right? Apparently that meant to take 6 hours to complete, and I'm like, what? 6 hours? Fucking, where are you getting 6 hours from? Yeah, and half of it is if you discovered certain locations, you already have certain of the chests already unlocked. Mm. This is really, really baffles me. That just most of them that I was looking on, like, you know, that just like out of curiosity, like how long will this take and how long is the overall game going to take? And I'm thinking to myself, so you've acquired 150 hours in the game, like how? When I've limited 50, I've scraped off 50 hours of the game, like from whatever the hell you were doing, like, and then you're watching certain videos and it's like, oh, he's doing this bit in this quest, and it's like, well, he must not know how to play this game because like you're killing things slower than what I am, and I'm your same level. It's like, what have you been upgrading on? Like, I've limited the game down by, even with Joe and that, is telling them that the best way you're going on that game is with warrior and assassin damage. Whatever they put their skill points in and been upgrading and engraving stuff into, I do not know, because I don't know where they got 50 hours from.
I finally figured out where to go in the first part. Jeez, walking around forever trying to find the hell he was telling me to go to.
Oh, you can
Talking
use...
to all the people in the crowd.
Yeah, you can use, when you get further in the game, you'll have like a, you click R3, it will do like a hunter's mode, and it will start pinpointing what you need to do, like things will highlight in orange. I just, you know, most games do that, man. It's just like you're watching the guides and stuff, and it's like, oh, it takes this long to do this trophy, and this is how you do it, and oh, it's actually kind of a hard trophy, and then you do it, and it's like, nope, that was not hard for me.
Good, but it's dull. You need to find something to sharpen it. Got everything I need. Should head back to camp.
Okay, so Josh, one mission, you'll be like trying to find scrap metal and stuff like that to, basically they take your weapons away from you. Yeah, so basically at the beginning they give you a tester of like what the weapons feel like, and the certain it's like Assassin's Creed, you know, at the beginning of that game they gave you all the powers at the beginning with that first mission, and then it's like, well, now here's your main game, now this is, now you basically take that away from you and now you've got to work to become that, you know. I like that sort of aspect, rather than you jumping in straight away and completing them. So basically just giving you a tutorial, like they took the weapons away from you is because they want to teach you how to craft and put skill points in to your tree. Oh, here we go. Now I can change.
You don't seem to find the chest that I'm looking for in the water. Alexa bought a blind eagle, isn't it? Thanks.
I can't wait for the updates for that, for the Atlantis. Oh.
Oh, apples are on land. What a big.
Ah, okay. Health regenerates more quickly during breaks in combat and gain additional hide and fat from animals. Alright, so they've gone in depth with the suits and stuff. Like the outfits you get. So the outfits benefit you in certain ways, and in particular. You don't have to go with the benefits, but somebody, when you get to the point where you can go to a base camp, you can like change the outfit looks and stuff, and you know they have like.
I can't wait to get into some action. I was walking around.
But yeah,
walking around system's kind of weird.
Yeah, enjoy them weapons that you have right now, because you start from scratch. Yeah, you start from scratch.
Shit.
Yeah, because they want to basically get you the feel of the game and basically teach you how to craft and stuff like that. So they strip away your weapons.
The old Laura Craft.
There's a second
Laura Craft.
The old Laura Craft, isn't it? I like bow and arrows though. We've been getting, we've been having a lot of bow and arrows in Assassin's Creed. So that shit wrecks people.
That's a... Have you I know we were talking in Resident Evil. Have you seen they remastered Resident Evil 2 for PS4? They recreated. It's...
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, cool. It's on the store to pre-order.
That'd be co-op, right? So you can do it with a friend. Oh, nice.
Yes. Now I can get my gear back.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for Days Gone as well. Apparently next year they've got a big lineup. They've got Anthem coming out. They've got I think Resident Evil 2 comes out next year. They've got it in pre-order already. The other thing is as well, they've got what other game is it? That there was a game in my head and it's gone. Anthem, Resident Evil 2, Soul Calibur apparently. Days Gone is coming out next year. That zombie game that looks intense.
Where are you?
They even got this new ninja game that's come out as well. It looks quite good. It's co-op as well. Anthem though, down to what it looks like, it's open world, and your choice is you can come across, you can upgrade into different. It's a bit like Warframe in a sense. What it reminds me of, because certain suits you can glide in space and stuff like that, and you can go down into open world land, and you can come across people on the land, and you can join up in a 4-man squad, and you know you can go off doing adventures. And apparently they have like sort of a PvP system where you can go out and kill other people as well. I know Fallout 76 has that sort of role as well. That looks good.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Yeah, team up with your friends and shit and take shit out. That was gonna be fun.
Yeah, but out of all the games though that I've seen, Red Dead 2, oh my god, like just the story alone, it just looks amazing. Like down to that. they've
They haven't been really showing much stuff on it. They're like keeping it all secret, even
yeah,
though it's about to
basically
release.
my
They're like
aspect
really good at.
see with the storyline. With the storyline, basically what they've done with the storyline is that you can basically have like a camp, like you're in a gang and you're an outlaw, like you're all out, you're looking in a gang sort of thing, and you come across other gangs, and you can steal from this other gang by destroying their camps and making them basically not become a gang anymore. And as well, other gangs will start noticing you by you doing like heists. And this is the one thing that I like about this with the story mode at the minute, is that these heists can be attained as a gang, the full gang squad, or you can do a heist by yourself. And if you do these things in a certain way, the other characters and the other gangs will start notifying you, and they were like, oh, do you remember when you stole this out of this sort of bank or whatever. And yeah, and they'll recognize you from that. And as well, let alone what you can rob up bars, shops, houses. And what are you doing? Why are you being rude? Oi, you're after something. Well, don't throw shit at me!
Everywhere. That's what most of me. You are fucked. Big time. You'll be in so much trouble.
Oh, fucking
You
slow
do
down.
realize that, right?
What the fuck am I supposed to jump to? Oh, what? It's making me fucking do it all over again?
I'm gonna put it back on there. Why don't you guys have like replace the hard drive for external hard drive? I'm saying the kit and everything instead of hard drive. I would honestly, I would just go with like, I would just go with switching your hard drive out. Like, cause I have an external thing now, because I'm not using that and my hard drive, cause the external hard drive gives off radiation or something. It goes with the headset. RF radiation. So I need to get rid of those sterile chips. Yeah.
I see Spider-Man.
Sorry about that, guys.
Telling you deserve that.
Yeah, I deserve what she said to me, so. But
I don't know if I've lost any, so. But if I have, you're fucked.
what's
I was gonna ask you to make me some food, but don't worry about it now. I don't feel like eating now.
Mhm. No, with this. Mhm. Well, this one, as I said, was in the talk about. Now you have with the horses, they've done in depth with that. They've done it where you can get different particular breeds as the other one, but these particular breeds will allow you to do different things. Yeah, and if you and the other the other thing is, the other thing as well, when you're using a horse, the more you get to know your breed of your horse, it requires you for different stats. So if you're going to use it for primarily like you're going to ride on horseback and you're going to fire your weapons off of that, your horse recognizes that you're doing that, and it becomes more suited for what your playstyle is. So now you can choose it to either have more stamina. You know, you can get horses that will have more stamina, will able to be. Yeah, and you'll be able to be, you know, one horse will be enabled for like combat, you know, primarily for combat. And then, as Joe was saying, with the white horse, you can get them to pull lumber for you, and you know, build up your camp, because you can set up camps in different areas where you want. And there's no set limitation where you can build. You can, but as far as what we know, they said is that you can move camp whenever you want, and when you move camp, whatever you started to build, you can bring that along with you. You can dismantle it all and put it on the horses and carts and stuff like that, and you can drag it along to the next section. And the other thing is as well, they've even added different things where you can even go fishing for materials. So to upgrade certain weapons, you can now. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. And the other. Mhm. And yeah, and what you just said there, and what they said there now. Mhm. Mhm. I was yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Well, what they've done now is they've. Yep, you can do that. You can do that. Mhm. Mhm. See, even with the what I'm. Yeah. And do you know what you just said about? Do you know what you just said about the saddles and that? This time, your saddles, right? Say if you have a weapon selection on you, you can fully equip on a saddle of a horse. You can put extra weapons on the side of your horse, so you can have like tomahawks, you can have like shotguns and all different things on the side of your horse, and you can attain that whenever you want off of your horse. And you can have as well. What they've done as well is even when you're in the game, you can even have an infantry where you can switch out in between different weapons that you choose. And the other thing is as well, as you said about outfits, there's a shop that will sell weapons, all different variety of weapons that you can choose from, and you can actually rob up that store as well. You can rob the store. You can even choose different outfits. You can even choose him to either whether he can have a shave, have a wash, even to cut his hair. You know, you've got all these different variety of things, and as well, as I said, with the storyline and what you do affects you within the game. So if you're an outlaw and you just keep killing everybody, the game will recognize that, and people that you come across will recognize if you're a bad or a good person. And the law will even come after you as well, and they will play an effect, and they will recognize you and put bounties out on your head for you. And you know, you'll get other gangs come after you, and you'll have like gang territory things. And as well, what I'm thinking about as well is with the online. Mhm. 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 Oh, and one. Mhm. 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 Oh, one thing. Mhm. Oh, one thing I will tell you. One thing I will tell you is that Red Dead have put an announcement on that when the game launches, there is going to be no online yet available to anybody because they want people. They want people to play the story. Mhm. Mhm.
Miguel? I don't like this. Miguel? Where are you?
Mhm.
Miguel? Miguel?
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Miguel?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Because you don't have. I. Mhm.
Holy shit.
Oh mate, this game's getting intense.
No, no, no. Oh, God. to be careful here.
I just remember that one trophy on there, the online PvP one, man. Was the was it the free for all thing or whatever? You have to win 3 games in a row. Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
It's working.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh shit. Mhm. Woo. Mhm. Mhm. I've got that already, you don't need to buy that. No, I've got the new one, mate. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, 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 bird's eye view. Mhm. And a bit like what was that game? Oh, a bit like Dead Nation as well, wasn't it? A bit like Dead Nation. Yeah. Yeah, Black Ops, yeah. They had that Dead Ops, it was called. Mhm. Mhm. That was a trophy to do that, wasn't it? It was just zombies, but different. Mhm.
That's part of the wreckage.
Mhm.
Jonah!
Mhm. Mhm. What about me and Connor, Joe? What about me and Connor, Joe, on that zombies? What was the highest wave? Was it level 70 or something? Level 80 in one day? Like, which is... Mhm. Yeah, that's what we... Yeah, because that's... Mhm. And we Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, they had to patch that up in the Black Ops, because when you used to do a dive bomb, and they would send a nuke out when you dived, and it used to team kill people, and basically they had to stop that from happening because it was becoming a big issue within the game. Mhm. 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 Well, near enough platinum for all of the Call of Duties, near enough, like, apart from World at War.
The plane! Jonah, are you there?
Mhm. There was that Call of Duty one was. Did that Call of Duty one on the PSP? Because when my dad, when he had the PS Vita, he didn't want it, so I basically bought it off of him, and then I bought games. And at the time, where PSN wasn't able to fucking change your passwords unless going through like the root of the cat's arsehole, like, you know, oh, we need this and we need this information, we need that, we need this, and you know, oh mate, I couldn't remember the life of. Yeah, I couldn't remember the life of me of all that stuff, and then until they brung in a new thing where you just, like, you know, you can change password if you remember the old password that you put in, that you know that was right, because some reason for some times that I have had it is where I put the right password in but it doesn't recognise it, and then I have to create a new one and then change it, and you know, so I put the old one, but then back then I had the platinum for that, but I had to make a new profile, and I was like, if only I remembered my password then, I would have had my account linked, because I knew enough platinum 5 games on that PS Vita, and they're not even accounted for this profile, you know, and it's annoying. And oh, have you heard about for next year that PS your gamer tag, you can change it. Yeah, you can change it next year. They've put a system in where you can change it, your gamer tag now, to what you want. Mhm. 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 Mhm.
I thought I got you killed.
I want to change. I want to change mine.
Hey, do you know what happened, Miguel?
Yeah, because the reason why I'm changing mine is because of a lot of people have been saying, like out of my friends, that I'm a gaming king and stuff. So I want to make a profile that sort of tied with that. So that every time they come on and log on, it's like, oh, rub it in their face or.
Sure you know what you're doing?
Gaming god or something.
I had something similar happen to me when I was a child in Egypt. I won't lie, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You think that storm from earlier was the storm?
What should I call it then? Mhm.
I think maybe we should stop and take
I should call myself Hercules though, innit?
pushing so hard forward.
Hercules of games.
Into that storm.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Well, I should have insisted we turn back. I get it. You log on to a problem and everything else just disappears. I'm with you. It's my choice.
100% completionist.
But if we die, who stops the cataclysms? Who keeps Trinity from doing what they want?
Sometimes I feel like I have to keep going. If I don't, then I'll just let everyone down. Maybe for the sake of a few hours. Turn back.
I'm done dusting.
Maybe we should give him a name. Eli? My cousin. He's always trying to get under my skin.
Do you know what? Yeah, there's on Sniper Elite 4, right? Basically, the game teaches you how to do the secondary objectives, and there's one secondary objective that was glitched in the game, right? But I found the loophole without even going on a guide. Everybody apparently has been trying to get this trophy, complete all secondary objectives in every single map, but they can't find the last one. And I came on the game, haven't even played it that long, and I found the solution straight away. And there's been no videos on it about it, but there's one mission that you're in around this shipyard, right? And there's this ship floating around in the background, yeah? And it's so easy to spot, and I don't understand why nobody's seen it and nobody's even tested to kill this boat. But it was part of one of the objectives that was broken and you couldn't see it. So I did it, I went on it and I helped one guy that that's on my friends list, and it's like, I've been trying to do this for like fucking a year and like 5 months. And I was like, well, I'm just seeing the problem now. There's a ship out in this water. I killed it, got my trophy straight away, and he shot it, and his trophy came up. And he's like, I've been trying to get this trophy for a whole year and a half.
No, it left me when Dominguez took the key. Let's just find Kwakiaku, okay? Would you though? Wouldn't you rather be somewhere warm and dry with a beer, maybe a friendly stranger to flirt with? It's not revenge.
It's like you know Batchman that I introduced you to. I've been talking to. Yeah. Yeah. He basically. I've been speaking to him lately, and he says that all he does, right, is he doesn't even bother buying games unless they are for what he does. But he has his service where he just rents the game out for a whole month, and if he rents the game out for a whole month, if he hasn't completed the game within a month, like, he will then like put an extra week or whatever, like depending on how many trophies he goes. But he told me that he'll rent a game out, and he said, like, he said, don't ask me how I got all these trophies, but he said pretty much I just play it until I've just unlocked everything. I will just complete it until everything's done. Like, there's only a few games on his list that I've seen that he hasn't fully completed. But then he tells me about certain games, and we introduce his, like, We Are Happy Few that came out. He rented that out, and he's like, don't buy that game. He's like, I've been spending like 5 to 10 hours trying to get this one trophy that I've been doing all different ways to try and do it. I've been deleting the save, reloading it up, getting to that checkpoint again, and it would not work. But apparently, finally, one day he was like, he got in it, and the game basically allowed him to recognize. He went further in the story, and he was like, why is this other trophy just came in? And he realized that the trophy came in later on in the game, and he was like, for that purpose I wouldn't buy the game, because apparently a lot of people can't obtain this trophy until they get a patch out. But he said since I've played the game, there's been no patches or any updates since that when it was released, and they said it was the But apparently, like, you know, with And then the thing is that what people have done with the glitch trophies is that they said that it depends on your account. There could be a thing that which is not recognized within your account, and it could be stopping you from getting trophies. They've been working it out lately that it's linked in with, let alone the game, it's linked in with your accounts, that some of the trophies don't obtain, because they said, like, you can have a trophy, right, that is glitched for, say, like 10% of the population, but the other 10% of the population can get it. It's because must be something wrong with, and there must be an error within your system, and it could be with your account. And people have said that sometimes with the glitch trophies is to, when you hold down the PS button, is to rebuild your database so it counteracts all the errors that you had within your account, and it should fix certain issues. Oh, and apparently I found one tip out online. I was watching a video. Apparently if you delete saved data, it can actually break your game, like the game's updates and stuff. If you delete the wrong thing, it can actually corrupt the game from working. I've never known that to happen, but apparently a few people have run into the issues when they've deleted something from the game, like the game's update or something, and it actually won't allow them to play the game anymore when they reinstalled it. Which is strange, but I never had that happen to me, but they said that's one of the things that can happen, which I never even knew about. If you delete something within the, like, you know, the application library, like, you know, the save data locations and bits and pieces where you can delete the content of your thing.
Almost there.
Almost there. Heard that before. Oh, gotcha. You right?
I'm okay. Just a couple more steps.
Okay.
You're all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I teach Joe well though.
It could have been the Inca. They knew a lot about hydraulics.
Xbox, you mean?
The bridge is dead. Maybe we can lift it with those counterweights.
Maybe. Me too.
That would be about 15 platinums, 15 completions.
You want to try it?
I think I'll stick with the bottles we found in the car before playing.
That's like when Joe was buying games on the Xbox, because I had PS3 at the time. I had the same game as him but on PS3, and he's like, how comes you got a platinum and you got it allowed to complete it, and then on the Xbox I completed it but now my thing's gone away. And then what we come to realise is that when
Girl Scouts or nature camp as a kid?
Does boarding school count?
I don't know. Does it?
Probably not. But Roth showed me some things. I always preferred the company of adults anyway.
Yeah. I miss that guy.
Me too. With Eli gone, your arm should heal quickly.
feel a lot better already.
Mm-hmm.
That did something. I think the water powers the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
7. Yes, 7. 7.
Need to get the water flowing to the
Joe
bucket.
used to be the one that used to do RPGs a lot, and I never used to like him because
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. It's too heavy. Give me a hand.
The water's filling the bucket.
Good. Let's see what those counterweights do. The bucket's leaking. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge. I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
Yes, 1 second. Yes, I'll do it in a minute.
I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge.
Mhm. 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 I'll be back, guys. One sec.
No, we have got the intro. I bought it on Jack's channel. That's why I haven't seen play it. But I bought it on Jack's one. So if you go on Jack's, you'll see his page of intro. Yeah, great language. Yeah, I know. The reason why that's what I'm saying. I like RPGs and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. They've never really been me. There weren't such a game that offered it. It was all, yeah, it's not a very big game. And like I said, it's just rinse and repeat. RPG that rinse and repeat. That's it. And it doesn't have an ending. It does not have an ending. I've never played an RPG that doesn't end. Beginning.
I'm back, guys.
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. The bucket's leaking.
What? Oh, Commander Conqueror. Oh, Lord of the Rings Conquest.
I think I
Yeah.
saw a rope coil on the bridge. Need to get the water flowing to the bucket. I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge.
Yeah.
think I saw a rope coil on the bridge.
Do you remember that one? Do you remember the End War? Do you remember End War? Tom Clancy's End War.
The bucket's leaking.
Nope.
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
I don't know.
I think I saw a rope coil on the bridge. Okay, Jonah, you can let go. Guess we go through here. I think it's some sort of sealer or... Help me with this. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
It's a recipe. Seems to be a mixture of herbs. Could help if we run into any more jaguars.
Let's hope we don't. Way out is over here.
We're getting closer to the village.
Can't wait to get back to civilization. These are different from the ruins, Max. You guys know what's
No. I mean, there is supposed to be a secret city of gold in Peru. Paititi. Every treasure hunt on Earth is looking for it. But Dad's notes stop in Mexico. Like he lost interest or... I don't know. The next volume picks up in Syria.
I think we can get out that way.
It's such a relief to have Jonah back, especially after Miguel. At least Jonah didn't ask what happened. The jaguars. I don't want him to worry. We have to stay sharp if we're going to get ahead of Trinity.
Mm. Mhm. Well, mine, this new one's overheating bad and all. It's not yet. Yeah. I don't live at home anymore. I live with Cara and. Alright, yeah. Babe. 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 Say me a couple. You want to say me a couple? You want to say me a couple?
Yeah. Sorry. No, I said if you hadn't stopped with that earlier, I wouldn't be in my home.
Yeah, I need to do that and all the crew. Some bastard ran away with my game.
Hey, what for? Sorry, that ain't nothing new. You nearly fell over. Who's yesterday? Thank you.
Can you do it all together as a whole crew? Was it all 4-player, the whole game? Oh, nice. I don't have any left. I've got a lot left to do. Do you have that, Joe? Spend a total of 24 hours in a crew. Do you have that, Joe? Do you wanna? Can we download it then, and we can all play it together? Yeah, and then we'll join back up again. Well, mine will be done now. Mm. Mhm. Mm. No. Mhm. Mhm. Have you started downloading it? No. It ain't a demo, is it? Was it the Ultimate Edition? Ultimate Edition, or is it just a normal standard? Oh, I may have DLC for that because I had the crew. I think I had the season pass. Right. Let me have a look at mine, see what I got with mine. Because I may have it. Some DLC there. Oh, pardon me. Hmm. Have you seen in the new? Did you see? I don't know where the crew's gone on this, man. The crew's disappeared from my DLC. Have you seen Friday the 13th, the new PS Plus game? Friday the 13th PS Plus game. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. But that Dead by Daylight's better than. Mhm. Have you downloaded it, Joe?